Okay, so hi, how's it going, everybody? It's me, Tartar's Queen Dragoness, and well, let's be for real here, people. I've been actually thinking about this subject for quite a while right now. You guys have known that I'm actually like a freaking hag tuber. Um, so I'm like 41 years old, and I've seen a lot of things. I've seen a lot of things that you, as the younger audience, or younger members of the generation probably have never seen, and I guarantee you, at this point in time, I'm glad you never saw this shit. Because let's face it, a lot of the things there's a lot of things that are going around in the not only in the content creation space but also the VTuber space and even with politics and stuff like that. And let's be for real here, people. I am going to make a controversial statement, and well, it's actually supported by the fact that it's actually happened several times in the past. In case you guys haven't known, the internet was just born anew, right? Many years ago. Like, I want to say maybe about 2.5 decades ago. And since then, there have been many attempts to destroy the internet. There have been worms, there have been viruses, there have been a lot of things wrong with the internet, and it was basically a statement saying that, oh, the internet is going to be very toxic, it's going to have, very negative implications in the future, yada yada yada. And while here in the year 2025, it is, well, it has evolved into many different positive aspects. You know, it has garnered friendships. It has actually made us learn about certain cultures and stuff like that. So I do understand that there is a lot of positives about the internet. But the thing about it is that lately the internet has been a cesspool of individuals, and it has been growing um, and festering for the longest time over the past couple of decades. And the people that were destroying the internet a long time ago warned us that in the future it something like this that is going on right now is actually going to happen. And lo and behold, in the year of 2025, at the beginning of the Trump administration, the things that people have been telling us that were going to happen have actually come into fruition. We have such a profound disenfranchisement of the content creation space, the political spectrum, yada yada yada. We all have problems with Asmongold, Tectone, Rev says Desu, Kiershe, Yara VT, what is it called? And other like content creators that are just like at each other's throats. We got people protesting against people like what is it called? Juju, Banana Juju, Kitsune Kero, Rosie Belmu, and stuff like that. And I just want to say this. I think it's about time that the internet just absolutely gets obliterated. Yeah. I am not even joking about this. There is so much freaking discourse in the entirety of this internet space that, look, here's the thing. My YouTube channel is based on giving you guys any kind of information that most of the young generation would completely even ignore. Okay, and they have to be actively looking at this type of information in order for them to um to be better informed. Now, is there some like content creators and VTubers in the space that are somewhat inkling about that there's more to it than what is being shown? Absolutely. But channels like mine, channels like Midas Touch, channels like Brian Tyler Cohen, channels like what is it called? China Insider by David Chang. They are being botted. They are being suppressed. They are being downvoted. They are being washed out because people like me, people like what is it called? Even people like Shoe on Head are being suppressed by bots either from China, from the U.S. President of Donald Trump, even Russian bots, and so on and so forth. So it's really difficult for people like me, for channels like me that try to get the truth out there, to put on the news about what's really happening out there. And I gotta give it to some of these YouTubers and VTubers that amongst all of the chaos that's going around there, that they also realize that they're being pushed down by not only right-wing propagandists and people who are just like crashing out psychologically, because let's face it here, people, okay, the mental fortitude of Tectone, Asmongold, and maybe Rev says Desu, uh, even to the point of Kirsche, is not boding well. And I hate to use this analogy here. It's like the mental fortitude of all these individuals is probably something similar to that of like metal plated armor, which is graded for different types of ammunition. Asmongold, probably his grade is not very good considering the fact that his rating is probably like AR-15s maximum, which means that the 308s that actually got through to him have actually ended up cooking him because he's not actively looking at this information. The information that he's actually looking at is, well, Twitter, which is disgusting to say the least. Yes, I know Elon Musk is the type of person that actually ends up, having a falling out with President Trump, and is kind of, I guess, being somewhat reformed, I guess. I really don't know. But as far as I'm concerned with Elon Musk, I think he's just having a temper tantrum the same way that he had a temper tantrum with Asmongold about some sort of like gamer lingo logic kind of BS. Okay? It's the same thing with Tectone. His mental fortitude probably can hold up to 50 BMGs, but they have no bearing against tank armor. As for me, well, I've had my takes and I've had some questionable um statements say on this platform, and I've got to admit some of my mental fortitude is, well, probably all not that great. But unlike these content creators that passively take all the information, people like me actively look for this information and either credit or discredit those individuals. And for the most part, I try to credit a lot of the information out there. And as cringe as it may seem to a lot of people, yes, I do see a lot of positive influence with Nyara VT. Even though a lot of people think that Nyara VT is a complete loony bin, well, I made a video about her, and well, let's just say that I've had my take on that. And I was being very respectful and I was being very courteous to her. And, well, she is actually turning over a new leaf, or, well, actually holding back a lot of the stuff that dumb things that she has actually done, which is a very good thing. I think that's a very positive light. So, as such, in that regard, there's a lot of things that are going wrong. And it seems like even the VTubers themselves are the target of political propaganda, which I am not surprised because eventually I knew something like this was going to end up happening. And I do believe I mentioned something like this in one of my past YouTube videos, that YouTubers and VTubers were going to be the target of the Trump administration or some people in there. And lo and behold, well, we are here. We 6 months in, and there's already a lot of discourse. And I would not be surprised if officials of the Trump administration were targeting VTubers. And let's face it, peer people. I mean, a lot of the things that are going on the internet right now is people like Trump, like maybe Jeff Bezos, like maybe Elon Musk, and even the Facebook twat, whatever his name is. I have lost sight because, well, let's just say that metaverse wasn't really all that going to be great in the first place. Their influence is in the internet. And whatever they do, yes, and this also includes Sony and Nintendo, none of their influence, their political beliefs and stuff like that, would be, mm, I guess you could say, so influential that they would divide many people and they would divide and just make a mess of everything. A lot of the stuff that's going around is because a lot of social media is being influenced and is manipulating and brainwashing a lot of the individuals and young minds of the internet. And let's face it, if the internet was gone today, none of these people would be in power. They would not, they would be forced to essentially listen to a lot of the people because, well, what else would they have left over? What else would they have left over? They want to please the audience. They want to go ahead. There would have to be forced to make good quality games and so on and so forth. So, yes, while there is some positives that the internet has done, and while my points, and while my statement is to destroy the internet is controversial, I do believe it is time that the internet be removed and completely and utterly, just dismantled and to become one with what it was once, being used as a tool for military surveillance and yada 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 and so on and so forth. So yeah, and you guys would be thinking, well, if the military is going to end up using it, blah 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 blah. Yeah, the military is the only one that's going to end up using it, of course. But the president sure as hell not going to use it. Facebook is not going to use it. TikTok's not going to use it anymore. Like I get it. I get it. There. It's a wild thing that I'm saying. But is it necessary? Absolutely. And I understand that a lot of the information will be lost. A lot of discussions and a lot of friendships will be lost. And maybe we can salvage with what positive that there is, but let's face it, the positivity is gone. The positive influence is gone. And while I do understand that there are people in the space in YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and all those other spaces that they created communities for themselves, it's just not going to last much longer. Let's be for real here, people. We're all crashing out, and there's so much misinformation, malinformation, and it's just full of chaos. It just needs to be gone. And you're probably saying, well, why don't you just go ahead and remove for yourself from the internet? Yeah, right. Like I am going to remove myself from this chaos that's going around on the internet. Are you mad? Are you crazy? Jesus, if I do this, then the glowhorts are going to end up winning. No, I am going to stick around for the longest time until these lunatics just go ahead and still back down and back away from all these individuals. Is it going to take a while? Is it exhausting? Absolutely. But a lot of these innocent souls that are getting lambasted and thrown into the mix do not need to be thrown into the mix. Okay? I am here. I am going to do what I need to do. And obviously, as the dragon of darkness, of punishment and destruction, it is my duty to bring awareness to a lot of the bad things that are happening in the world that many people don't even seem to realize that even exist. Okay, this is real. Even the whole debacle with the Jeffrey Epstein files, which for some odd reason people claim they don't exist. Really? Really? The whole Epstein thing? Really? Guys, the Epstein files have already been leaked. What are you waffling on about? They've been leaked out for the past 2 decades. What are you waffling out about? Jeez. Like, bro, I could probably find the Jeffrey Epstein files. It's probably gonna take some time because a lot of the websites are being targeted, and they're being wiped out and stuff like that. Because, well, let's just face it, Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files. So, yeah, it's out there. It's gonna take some digging around, but you're gonna find them. And I'm pretty sure I know of a few people that have already posted videos that they even have it. So, yeah, I don't know what you guys are waffling on about. The mere fact that this is even a thing is because they want to try to impeach Trump again for the third freaking time. Okay, that's just freaking it. I mean, you guys are nuts. Oh my god. Yeah, so anyways, I just want to just vent a little bit with all my frustrations out there. Guys, the internet was destroyed a long time ago. It was brought back. It was probably it still needs to just go. Honestly, it really is need to go. But until that time happens, until the people who are involved in the first destruction of the internet come back to life and try to wipe it out, I am going to do what I need to do on this space. And yeah, that's it. Request get in pace and have a good day.